How we use content to build loyalty and consumer trust. So before I go into everything, I wanted to kind of weigh up where we are in the room in terms of B2B versus B2C. So, I know this is a bit cliche, but do you want to put your hands up if you're on the B2C side of things? Cool. And B2B? Bit of both? Excellent. Cool. So we've got a nice mix. Only a minority of companies have a defined content strategy in place. That's where I think that the fundamental issue is that suddenly content's the buzzword, suddenly everyone wants to do it, but not everyone's ready, or people are doing it and they haven't got a strategy in place, so they're not getting the results and then they're stopping doing it. Okay? And then the final one, which really ties everything together, is 83% of responding companies use social updates for marketing, any other content. So the big thing about that really is that social has really shifted. It's changed. Social now very much is used to boost your content. Business objectives is probably the biggest thing. When we sit down with people the first time is we go, right, what do you want to achieve? Honest opinion, if you don't know what you want to achieve with anything digital or with anything in general, you won't know if you've got there. So you won't know if you're successful. So looking at B2C and B2B, again, this come out of the e-consultancy report, is the three most popular objectives. So B2C, increase engagement, increase traffic, and increase brand awareness. B2B, increased engagement again, lead generation, and once again, increase in traffic to site. Very broad, because each of these are going to have sub-objectives. So if you're looking at Twitter, say, yep, I want to increase my engagement on Twitter, what are the sub-objectives of that? So these are very broad, but hopefully it gives you a good understanding of kind of where people are at. Events can really change how you do your content. So if we look at the whole horse meat scandal that's going on at the moment, there has to be a shift. So if we take Tesco's, for example, they no longer really, they shouldn't be, going there to say, yeah, we've got the great, you can buy our sausages, they're £1.50. Now, that's what they do. They sell sausages. But really, in order to gain that trust after this issue, they really need to start talking about the produce. They need to be saying, well, the reason why we've got the best sausages is because we can source them, because we can track the whole journey, because we know that it's 100% what we say it is. It's not a little bit of horse sort of shoved in there. So, and that's what's really going to help people buy in and build that trust back. And that's why there's a whole increase in local butchers. Because people they know why they should go to a butcher's. They wouldn't always do it, because the price is not always there. But now that the trust has been knocked and people don't really enjoy going to the big players in this short-term space, is actually that because they have that produce, they know where it is and they know it's the best quality there is. Content can really be anything, as I said. So Birmingham Airport, one of the objectives was actually, they were building this community on Facebook, but when they actually done the research, no one in their current community was going to fly from Birmingham Airport. We done a really simple poll and said, well, who's going to fly from Birmingham in the next 6 months? I think it was about 5, 6 said, yeah, we've already got a flight booked. So they were actually, their strategy was targeting the wrong audience. They were focused on plane spotters. So they put a picture up of a plane and they had hundreds and hundreds of people commenting saying this is a great plane. Put something up about a holiday package or a deal on flights, there wasn't any response. So being reactive, we go, okay, well, we needed to focus on a new audience. We needed an audience that were going to fly, that were in the area and would realistically go to the airport and fly. So looking at a partnership, and partnerships are a whole nother kind of area that we can start talking about, but looking at Monarch had that target audience of people that book flights and travel. And they had a nice database that was segmented for the sort of the M6 corridor area. So actually we said, okay, so how can we get Birmingham Airport in the eyes of this Monarch audience? So we partnered up and we done a really simple Facebook app that was basically a spot the difference. So it was really fun. Over a 3-month period, we gave 3 holidays away. So one for winter ski, so that one for winter sun, and then one for Christmas breaks. Christmas market, sorry. So that enabled us, although it was hosted on the Birmingham Airport page, through this partnership, Monarch are actually pushing it to their audiences. So within their own community on Facebook, they were driving people to say, we've partnered with Birmingham Airport. If you're within the Midlands or whatever area, visit their page and take part in this activity. They were doing the same on Twitter, they were doing the same on their website, email database. They had all of this integrated activity that was actually pushing lots and lots of people to Birmingham Airport's page.